So, Godzilla Minus One came out, but is it really good? Well, spoiler-free review! Not only did the movie take Godzilla's origin in a new way, it also expanded on some things that are usually unseen in Godzilla movies. The Godzilla design is fantastic, the CGI is fantastic, and thankfully, the character stories are fantastic. You don't know how many Godzilla movies just have bad stories for the characters where they just care about the big monsters. Obviously, the big monsters are the main focus of the movies, but it's always nice to have some character story in there too that's actually good. And Godzilla Minus One did that the best out of any Godzilla movie I've seen, which I've seen all of them. And along with that, Godzilla actually feels like a metaphor for what the main character is going through throughout the movie. At times, the movie might even get some people to tear up. Also, did I mention this is the most horror a Godzilla movie has been since the original? This might just be one of, if not the best Godzilla movie made yet. Spoiler review! This is 100% the best Godzilla movie I've seen in my life. First things first, this is by far the best version of Godzilla we've gotten. I knew as soon as Takashu Yamazaki was making it, the design was going to be one of the best Godzilla designs made yet, just based off of his Godzilla design in It's Always Sunny on 3rd Street, which is arguably the first CGI Godzilla. That one does not count. What I didn't expect was everything else. This Godzilla movie is a 100% horror movie. The beginning scene with Godzilla as a more dinosaur-like creature was amazing. That's the kind of Godzillasaurus I wanted to see. His atomic breath is awesome. The spikes coming out and going back in was fine. I didn't like it any more or any worse than the normal glowing spikes. But the atomic breath itself is beautiful. With Godzilla being a metaphor for the bombing of Japan, his atomic breath actually creating a nuclear-like explosion was a perfect touch I didn't realize Godzilla actually needed. And his death at the end was the second best Godzilla death in my opinion. Nothing can beat Heisei Man melting down. Now, the actual plot? Unlike most Godzilla films, this movie has one of the best character-driven stories. It stars a kamikaze pilot who pretended that his plane was broken down to skip out on the whole side thing. The twists and turns that were in his story were so compelling, I almost forgot I was watching a Godzilla movie. His later-to-be wife's death, I saw coming. But later, when it was revealed that she was actually alive, I did not expect that at all. You got me there. That was the biggest twist in the movie, in my opinion. You know, besides the whole black wiggly thing in her neck at the end. Also, one more thing I would like to mention is that this is the first Godzilla movie where he has a regenerative power that is physically seen, like Deadpool's or Wolverine's. Some of those scenes, like where his head got blown up, were some of the best scenes in the movie. I really liked it when they showed his flesh and muscles regenerating. I don't think there's ever been Godzilla that could actually do that outside of fan animations. And there was obviously many small nods to older Godzilla films that will definitely excite longtime fans like me. But that's not what actually made this movie good, unlike, not to make anyone mad, but Spider-Man No Way Home. While I had a heavy bias opinion on this movie, my friend who has only seen Shin Godzilla also thought this movie was fantastic. And of course, every scene with the Godzilla theme was amazing. This has become my favorite movie of all time. Please don't mess up the sequels that are being made. Well, that was a fun movie. I'm really glad I finally got to see Godzilla in a horror light again. I wonder if there's any other way to do it though. Well, I guess I'll never know.